How did you first learn about charting the life course?
Learned about charting the life course through OSDA, which is Ohio Self Determination Association, and they had a group called Changemakers. It's a group of self advocates that meet each week, and they did this training on charting the life course tools, and everyone got together and they learned a tool from charting the life course and how to like apply it to their care plans and everything. So I learned about it there, and it made
What
me really
inspired you to
interested in
start
it.
creating artwork based on charting the life course tools?
I'm a visual and auditory processor, and as I'm learning things, I'm often drawing and like making doodles in my like different like pieces of work I have to do. So as I was trying to make like the integrated support stars, I actually felt bored just writing all the words out and everything. And so I started doodling in them, and I was thinking, wow, I really think I could turn this into art. And so I started sketching it out and like painting it, and it just really became a thing. And I'm actually up to three of them now, so I'm really excited. So it's become really a cool thing for me.
Can you share an example of a piece you made and what it helped you communicate?
Today, I use art to help me communicate and express my goals, and I make my own like picture exchange communication cards. And I've also like painted my way out of autistic burnout recently by sharing like where I was and how I am, like how I felt like in that moment, and like also sharing how I needed to like recharge. And then I painted to like express like that part of it, and then I also painted to express like what I needed to recharge and help myself to have like balance in my life. But I've also, so that's just one example, but I've also like painted to communicate things like physical pain to what supports I need or to use for healthy living. My first support star that I painted was on healthy living, and it showed me like how much it actually showed me how I much technology was important to drive my care, and also how certain community spaces offer me wellness and a balance for my overall health and well-being, and how important like, personal my personal support network was too. So I think like painting this integrated support star has really like helped me realize like what supports I didn't like see when I was just writing it out. It helped me kind of really process and see that I had more supports than I thought.
How does creating or sharing your artwork make you feel when others understand you better?
When I can share my art with other people, I often get lost in it. It makes me feel more calm and safe, and it makes me feel valued and understood. It makes me feel like I have something physical like to represent like how I actually feel, and the things that I'm unable to say, that they're coming out. And it kind of it makes people ask questions, and that kind of makes me feel good because it leaves like the stereotypes at the door, and it makes people look deeper into who I really am versus looking at me from
What
the
would you
surface
want
level.
others like parents, doctors, teachers, or supporters to know about using tools like this?
Well, I would like teachers and professionals and parents and everyone to know that sometimes communication is different for everyone, people, and not everyone's supports look the same, and that you have to sometimes go a distance to like help someone be included in their person-centered planning, and that visual communication is powerful because it helps the person communicate their needs, but it also empowers people to have a voice in their care, helps people step outside that mindset that you have to speak to be active in your planning. The reality is that communication isn't just spoken, it's through other ways too. And when people are given the right tools, they can communicate more in the world and be more involved in their care.